For instance, in this trade right here, I'm exchanging Pack pouches, and I made 4 mil off of this, and it was just a GE offer that I left in. To get notified of all new videos when they drop, and to help support the channel, smash that sub button and click the bell icon. What's up everyone, Taki here, and this is my pre-Double XP weekend overview. Now I wasn't originally planning on doing any training during Double XP weekend, but I decided to get some skills out of the way that would help me in my bossing series. I want 96 Herbalore for overloads without the need to do any kind of boost, and I also want to unlock Pack Yaks because I need to be able to boss for a longer period of time, be able to AFK a little bit, not have to bank as often. With whatever time I have left over, I would like to tackle some other skills. I have a lot of protein items, so I'm not sure what I'll use those on, but I want to boost that a little bit. I definitely want to start tackling thieving because I would love to be able to start AFKing Prifdinnis. At the same time, I'm also going to be training on my main. My main has a ton of protein items, so I'm going to be doing some invention with doing protein bars to try to at least level up one hammer at the same time while I'm doing everything else. So I'll kind of be switching between those two accounts at the same time. One of the good things about when I first started out doing the training, I had a lot of spirit gems. So those spirit gems went a long way towards getting me to the level that I needed because I don't think that I had the charms required to get to 96 without them. At the same time, there was also a really nice bonus from the Game Blast where they had just reached a milestone, so the experience jumped up to 2.2. You can see everybody else around me was also taking advantage of the same thing. At this time, I was doing a little bit of Geyser Titans. It's the best thing that you can do. I didn't have a really big stack of blue charms. This account doesn't do Bork yet, and Bork really does help out. You can see right away I unlocked 90 summoning. Now I haven't been training summoning for a very long time, so I just kind of had whatever supply I had from getting 99 Slayer, which wasn't too much, and I don't believe that this account has been able to take advantage of any Double XP weekends for summoning, so this was super nice. Once I got to 94 summoning, I switched over to doing Woolpeltingers, and the experience for this was actually kind of bad because you can only make 14 of these at a time. Then you can make a little bit more if you have a familiar, and that's part of the problem, but the experience per charm is really good, and I wouldn't have been able to do this if I didn't have the charms. I really would have had to have taken advantage of the Voice of Saren or a Game Blast bonus. So I just decided to just, stick it through and do the Woolpeltingers to get the rest of the way that I needed to be able to unlock something else with the Crimson Charm. I took some breaks from training occasionally to do some money making. This is when I found out that there was a really nice buy price on the Ports armor right before I made the guide to my subscribers telling them to go and buy these items throughout Double XP weekend to make money. I actually recorded an entire video that I never ended up being able to make into a video because I didn't have time, but it was essentially how you could buy like 6 different types of pouches for very, very cheap, and then go and trade them in for shards if you had the achievement set done for Prifdinnis, and you were just making like crazy amounts of money every 4 hours from every single time you would do these exchanges. Most of these pouches I was buying every 4 hours for one specific type of pouch. I was making 5 mil, and I was doing it on both of my alts, so there was like 6, and I was doing it every 4 hours, and I would leave offers in overnight, so it was just like a ridiculous amount of profit, and you can see how easy it is in this video. I have my pouches in my inventory. I go over to the NPC. I swap the shards. I swap the pouches for shards, and then I immediately go and sell the stack of shards that I have back to him for 25 GP each. And I mean, altogether, I probably spent over the weekend probably 10 minutes total, and I definitely brought in somewhere in the neighborhood of 300 mil from both of my accounts doing this. It was like stupid money. It was ridiculous. After switching over to Iron Titans and taking a much needed break from training, I was able to finish up my last level, and that's 96 summoning. That's our first goal for Double XP weekend. We can now use Pack Yaks for the bossing series. So my plan for Hunter is to just get as far as I can with the protein traps that I have. I have a lot of tickets for the Chinchampa game that I'm going to use on Grinwalls. Ideally, I want to get around 85 before I move on to another skill. And with the protein traps, you just auto deploy and it's going to be pretty much just AFK, and I'm going to work on my other account while I use up these 765 tickets. And look, the experience is amazing. 2,750 per catch. Got about 3 tickets left on this run. I definitely feel good that I did so much of that Chin Chomp minigame to get these tickets, because getting 2 mil experience for AFKing is amazing. Having done this skill the old-fashioned way, this definitely makes it suck a lot less. Took another quick break from Hunter to finish off my 99 range with some training dummies I found in my bag. Took a little break from thieving to exchange some pouches for shards and then shards for GP. Now I'm just doing my selling the helm. It's about 600k every time I do this. I've done it about 4 times already. After this, I'm gonna work on Herbalore, because the price per experience right now is at 2, which is super cheap, especially since I didn't buy any ingredients beforehand. So I'll get to 95 or 96. If I get to 95, then I can easily boost to get the overloads, and then I'll go back to doing some thieving. Just a little update on the main. I've been AFK fishing for double XP weekend. I just got 114 a little while ago, and I disassembled a fishing rod to get to 111. I still have to get 120 dungeoneering, but I only have 1 mil left and I have a lot of time for that. When I disassembled my last fishing rod, I unlocked the Malcolm pet for invention. I actually have Gemini. I forgot that I got this. Oh, and Ralph. I got Ralph around 40 mil thieving experience. That was a long time ago. Throughout double XP weekend, I've been buying the pouches and scrolls on the GE for less than what they can be exchanged for shards. And I'm somewhere around 70 mil profit so far by doing this, and it's super easy. You just need to have the hard task sites done for Prifdinus and have the summoning level required to swap them over. But for instance, in this trade right here, I'm exchanging Pekek pouches, and I made 4 mil off of this, and it was just a GE offer that I left in. And it's finally time to announce the winners of the 100 subscriber giveaway. Our first winner is Dustin Love. I've already contacted him to get his RSN. This next person didn't do the comment correctly. I still enjoy the support, and neither did the third person, which is very strange. The second winner is going to be Tyler Dillon. I already contacted him to get his RSN also, so I'll meet you guys in game to give you your money. Thanks for the support. It's currently Sunday, and I'm just about to finish one of my big goals for the weekend, which was to get to 96 Herbalore for overloads without having to use any boosts. Now, this was actually really nice because the price that I was able to buy these unfinished potions, I left an offer in overnight between Saturday to Sunday, and I also did the same thing for the Morchella mushrooms. So when all is said and done with my dungeoneering boost, I ended up making money by gaining these 2 levels, which is kind of crazy considering that I'm buying these materials on double XP weekend without doing any advanced prep for any of this. Now, I don't plan on going any higher with Herbalore. There's not really any need. I just really wanted to do the overloads so that way it'd make it easier to do some of the bossing. I did a few levels here and there for some other skills, but now I'm going to go back to boosting my thieving level up a little bit. We're coming into the last hour of double XP weekend, and we are going to spend it by trying to get as many thieving levels as possible, doing pyramid plunder. This is actually the way that I got 99 the first time around. It's not a bad minigame, it's just a lot of clicking. Double XP weekend is officially over. I didn't really get to the thieving level that I wanted to. I'm a little bit off of 80. That's not too bad. I can definitely get up to 91 in a short amount of time, but I did set myself up for some easy bossing with the Herbalore level that I got, with the summoning level that I got. There's a few other things that I can start working on the next time that I start training skills. I want to start training my crafting. I'm going to do AFK method so that way I can get that for free. I'm also going to get my prayer level, but I don't plan on spending any money to get this to the level that I need for Soul Split. I'm going to do Hefnauer agility to be able to do that for free, since time is not an issue, since it's my second account. That's it for this one. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below letting me know your thoughts on this first episode of the series. Subscribe if you haven't already for future content. Taki out.